Okay, India have won the toss and they have opted to bat in the fourth and final T20I against South Africa at the Wanderers Johannesburg.
Yep.
And
Sunny conditions, no
sunny conditions, yeah.
thunderstorms.
I think if we look at the AccuWeather, there was some rain predicted at about 8:30 p.m. IST timing, but then after that, the weather is expected to be clear. And surprisingly, India haven't handed a debut to the likes of Yash Dayal and Vijay Kumar Vishak.
Because
So
they're going with
same
unchanged.
11.
Yeah, unchanged 11 that India have had. So in this series, looking at it, no debuts for Yash Dayal and Vijay Kumar Vishak. So these two miss out. Even Jitesh didn't get a lengthy run because even Jitesh wasn't picked. Sanju Samson's played 3 matches, 1 century and 2 ducks. So after 200s comes 2 ducks. Today what will be? Middle ground, 50. So that is what we are looking at.
I'm sure you guys will recall. Did you guys study arithmetic progression?
Yeah.
2, then down, then again it should go up, isn't it?
So going
50.
by the law of arithmetic progression, there's 200s,
2 ducks.
the 3-ball duck, there's a 2-ball duck.
And a 1-ball duck you're saying? A golden duck.
If you guys believe in arithmetic progression,
I believe in another progression. Maybe he'll get the middle of them all, 50.
That's
He could
still
get a
good.
50.
then that's no
100, 100, 0, 0, 50.
That'll still keep him ahead of Abhishek Sharma.
Because again, this particular, if you look at Sanju Samson, he continues to flummox, he continues to confound, he continues to confuse us for 10 years now. He can score 200s, he's got the talent that he can hit clean strokes, he can do all that. But Sanju Samson is now replicating his IPL form into international form also. Great start, but 2 ducks now.
Also, one more thing that I want to know from the two of you.
Yeah.
Would he have had a chat with his father after all those comments surfaced? Would he have said, Papa, ye kya kar diya?
Dhoni ji.
See that.
Rohit ji, Virat ji, and Dravid ji.
It was again, I'm sorry to use this word, but it was a case of sour grapes. Come on. When he was there,
Would he have dialed up or not?
he would have told, or I think because of everything that's going on in Indian cricket, I think this was just a small squall amidst a hurricane that is going on at this stage. In
Or
Indian
would he
cricket.
have also, said it like a certain World Cup winner that I've got nothing to do with my father's comments?
No, I see. That is another issue altogether.
Was it part 2 of that?
Maybe.
But I don't understand. What could MS Dhoni have done? When he was the keeper, no other guy had a chance of making it to the Indian cricket team. In that way, look at how Dinesh Karthik handled
Dinesh
it.
Karthik, yeah.
Entire career, he was under MS Dhoni's shadow. Be it as India keeper or be it even as IPL keeper also. His career overlapped entirely with MS Dhoni. After that, Rishabh Pant grabbed the opportunity with both arms. Sanju Samson didn't. And that is why Pant was your first choice keeper. Now, Dravid will go by what has been given to him, isn't it? How on earth then can you blame Dravid? How could you blame, you could blame Virat and Rohit, because in white ball cricket, Pant wasn't setting the stage on fire. But Sanju also didn't help his cause.
Yeah.
As simple as, so you couldn't blame Virat and Rohit, and anyway in Virat's captaincy, it used to change. You never had a same playing 11 for so many games. Yeah. It used to be according to the situation. So, I'm sorry, Sanju's father's comment, again, how do we treat Yuvraj's father's comment? We treat it with a pinch of salt. This also we will say we treat it with a pinch of salt because neither Dhoni could have done anything about it, neither Dravid could have done anything about it, neither Rohit or Virat could have done anything about it because even now, 10 years after he burst onto the scene in the under-19 format in UAE, Sanju continues to confound.
Yeah.
How things change. On 8th, when he scored that 100, we were all saying he should be the first pick alongside and Rishabh Pant should be the second pick. We all had said it. I'm not denying that. But 2 games later, Sanju has again put all of us in a spot with 2 ducks. And if he falls cheaply in this game also, then already the knives were sharpened. It just needs one more sharpening thing to ensure that, whatever we said about Sanju continues to remain premature, continues to remain very knee-jerkish. And nobody, even people outside of the analysts and journalist community, even they have got it wrong. As far as Sanju Samson is concerned.
One more question. And I think, this is the way that we can dissect this particular playing 11. 3 takeaways, let's say, or 3 things that you hope for or would want to see in this last T20 match of the series, which could eventually be inconclusive as well, because what if the series ends in a stalemate?
Stalemate too.
But what is it in this last T20 of the year that you're saying for this Indian team?
Yeah.
It's also the last T20 of the year, just realized.
Rinku Singh.
Those 3 things you want to see from the Indian team?
Rinku Singh.
We'll go one by one.
Rinku Singh coming back to form. I think he's not shown the Rinku Singh capabilities that he's been having for the past few years prior to that. I mean, few months also prior to that. Last time he toured South Africa, he was superb. This series, unfortunately, 3 games, only 28 runs he's scored. So I like to see Rinku Singh go in top form. Okay, that's one. And the second is Surya should strike form, because Surya Kumar Yadav really deserves the form.
Okay, Shivam tells me that people are asking what the playing 11 also is like. Let's, for the benefit of our family members, let me just take you through the India playing 11. First, Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Verma at number 3, Surya Kumar Yadav at number 4, Hardik Pandya at 5, Rinku at 6, Ramandeep at 7, followed by Aksar, Arshdeep, Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarti. You've not seen the Indian team make any change. In case you're joining us right now, the series in India with a slender lead in the series. But let's see if South Africa can mount a comeback here and make it 2-all. That is what the Indian 11 looks like. South Africa 11 as well. Let me quickly run you through the South African 11 as well. I see no changes there as well, but still we'll go through the playing 11.
It's Ryan Rickelton,
Hendricks, Markram, Stubbs, Klaasen, Miller, Janssen, Kudzi, Simlane, Keshav Maharaj, and there is Sipamla.
Yep. So basically, the 3 takeaways that I would want from this final match and the final T20I for India. I mean, imagine they have lost only 2 T20Is in the whole year. One to Zimbabwe, one to South Africa. So, looking at it, I would want Rinku Singh to come back in form. Surya should come back to form, because Surya has also struggled in this particular series as well.
Yeah, and your last
takeaway? The last thing is maybe another big knock from Abhishek Sharma, because after those 2 failures, he did show some good form in the third T20I. So,
50 of 25.
Yeah, so I think he should continue that form. So these are my 3: Rinku, Surya and Abhishek, good knocks.
Gulati.
Okay, I would like to focus on the number one thing for me, obviously, is it's going to be an important game for both Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma. Either of, if anyone gets, crucial runs here, he would be slightly ahead of the other. And I think Sanju Samson, with those 2 3-figure knocks that he has had, one against Bangladesh and in the opening Durban T20I against South Africa, currently he is slightly ahead, but then this match is going to hold equal importance for both. Secondly, I would want to see, Rinku Singh come up the order. See, there was a certain Tilak Verma who went to the captain Surya Kumar Yadav and told him that give me the number 3 spot and I'm going to, play with all the freedom, and look at, what he did with that unbeaten 107. That's where I think Surya Kumar Yadav might just, make one more change and give Rinku Singh a go at the top of the order. Maybe at 4, I think 4 should be a good position for him. And number 3, I think maybe a few wickets for Ravi Bishnoi. See, he has done a lot well for India. I think in the past 1.5 years or so, still I think one of India's top ranked bowlers in the ICC T20I rankings. But then, India have obviously tried out different options. In Chahal obviously is not in the reckoning now. There's Kuldeep Yadav who is injured. There's Varun Chakravarti now who has forced himself back into the reckoning after a good IPL 2024. So I'm going to, want some good a wicket-taking spell from Ravi Bishnoi, so that he can stay in the picture, so that he can stay in the reckoning. Because once Kuldeep Yadav comes, I don't really see, Ravi Bishnoi making the cut, as far as the playing 11 is concerned. So for him to stay in contention, I would want a good wicket-taking spell.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, well, definitely I would want to see Rinku Singh get amongst the runs. That's the first and foremost thing that I want to see. If he gets to bat. That's the first big thing. But if he does, I would want to see Rinku Singh get some runs. At number 2, I'd also like the Indian captain to get runs as well. For the last 5-6 innings, his bat has also been rather quiet, so I need his willow to do the talking. So those are my first two big wishes from this match. My third wish, if there was one, would be to see an active role of a Ramandeep Singh. I know he got to bat. He scored 15 of 6 balls. Those are very crucial 15 runs. Eventually proved to be the difference maker as well. But fast bowling all rounders always a rare commodity in Indian cricket. He is still being discovered. I want to see his all-round ability being used much more. As a result, Akshar Patel, I know, has been underutilized in this series, but I know what Akshar has to offer. So even if it means sending a Ramandeep ahead of an Akshar, which is I think what had happened last time around as well, I would still go ahead and want to do that. In fact, I would want to see him bowl as well. He has shown us glimpses of what he can do with the ball for KKR. But at the international stage, we're yet to see that. So that would be the third thing I would want to see, because I need a succession plan. I know there is a Nitish Kumar Reddy who is a succession plan to Hardik Pandya, but I want to have more options. And the closest I can think of right now is Ramandeep Singh. So I want to see him being actively involved. At least see 2 overs from him, if not more.
Okay. Okay.
So, see, this is the last T20I of the year, and if you look back at it, it's been a very memorable year for India. You won the T20 World Cup. Finally, after 17 years, you won it this year. And if you win this series, then you're only going to end up with 2 losses in the whole year, which is simply stunning. I think no other nation has established that much of dominance in the modern era when you look at it. So, if India do well, and if suppose Abhishek and Sanju have a very good time.
The way that you state this, Siddharth, that reminds me of last year. The only one ODI we lost was?
November 19th against Australia. But then you kind of, I mean, it was not a big, it gave you delight in a big way. Nothing will undo the damage of November 19th, but it gave you a plaster on that big wound that was there. For what happened on November 19th, June 29th gave you a small band-aid. It gave you a small band-aid on a gaping wound that was there. So, see, if Sanju and Abhishek do very well, then I think you are set for the future, because from August 2025 onwards, you're going to see serious T20 action, because you're building up for the T20 World Cup, co-hosted by Sri Lanka and India at this stage.
Correct.
So, when the seniors come back, and this will be your first major ICC event in the post-Rohit and post-Kohli era. It's your first major ICC event. So, this year will have to be looked at as one of the foundation base years for your 2026 title defense also. So, if Sanju and Abhishek do well, great, then the questions will be lesser. But if they both don't do well, one will definitely be sidelined when Yashasvi comes back.
Correct.
One will definitely, there will be no question marks about who will get sidelined then. So, that's why increase the headache, let these two do well. Tilak is your future. You'll have to persist with him after 100 that he made. And Surya Kumar Yadav is going to lead the team into the future in 2026
Siddharth,
as well.
like I have a quick question for both of you.
Yeah.
Who is currently ahead, Tilak Verma or Riyan Parag?
Eyes closed, Tilak Verma.
Okay. I think I would really want to look at Riyan Parag maybe for one more series. See, he was unfortunate to miss out on this series due to a shoulder injury. That's what I think the BCCI press release said. But then, my point here is that had Riyan Parag been fit, would Tilak Verma have been preferred over him in the playing 11? I'm not really sure about
But then see, that is where you make the most out of your luck, na? Because see, Tilak Verma...
In that case, maybe Ramandeep would have not made. Tilak, you would have still squeezed in a way of having a Tilak. Maybe a Ramandeep would then have been benched.
Ramandeep would have been missing.
Then any which ways, you have Riyan Parag as one of your part-time spinners.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So from a bowling point of view as well, that's how I came to that deduction.
After that action, that action that Riyan Parag did, I don't know whether to call him a part-time off-spinner also.
Action? You mean that no ball?
That no ball, yes. What was that? So that is why, look, Tilak has to be in the frame of things, because I think under Hardik Pandya's captaincy, he didn't get his due. He had started off very well against the West Indies, but then after that, I think his downfall started, and that's why Tilak has now made a comeback. He is really going to do well. And that Centurion 100 that he scored was no fluke either. We know what
Yeah.
Tilak Verma is capable of. Plus, he's also pretty decent spinner. He's a pretty decent off spinner, Tilak Verma. So, he satisfies Riyan Parag's role much more consistently, I would
I
say.
remember how he was very diligently practicing in the West Indies.
He did, I think. I think didn't he take a wicket or no?
No, no, it
He
was just in
bowled
the
one
nets.
over.
Yeah, 1 over, yeah.
In four Lauderhill, I think he bowled 1 over.
I doubt.
He bowled he bowled 4 overs in one of the matches in Asia Cup. 4 overs, none for 24 against Bangladesh.
Emerging Asia Cup, bro.
2023 ODI Asia Cup. When he was
Oh yes, yes.
when he
yes.
was one of the contenders
The
to be part
last
of,
match, the last match where India
yeah,
lost
yeah.
by 6 runs.
Also,
Yeah,
this very day was it? No, that was when India were playing Netherlands last year. When Virat and Rohit bowled and picked up the
Diwali.
Diwali derby.
Diwali,
yeah. The Diwali derby.
right derby.
Yeah.
India Netherlands is a derby now.
When there is Diwali, there will be a game. That's what the BCCI wants us to do. Don't celebrate festivals, celebrate Indian cricket. That's what they want us to do. 3 consecutive years. We've had games on Diwali. I don't know about the 4th. I wasn't here. So 2022, it was India Pakistan.
That was on
2020.
the eve of Diwali.
Still,
Yeah.
it felt as if it spilled over the next day into Diwali also for us. And second, you had India Netherlands. 24th, you had the grand IPL retention list that was there. So terrible thing. So let's see. Let's take a comment. Dhanush is saying Pant only contribution T20 World Cup was the World Cup final, but we know for what other reason. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It was gamesmanship. Let's be very honest about it. Call it fortune, call it that, but it was great. Anurag 0240 is like echoing all of our thing. Samson today must fire, so is Rinku and Pandya. I would
I
add
think Hardik Pandya is still, he's under pressure as a batter even as a death bowler also. But then I think even if he doesn't do well in this T20I, his place wouldn't really be in question. But same cannot be said about Samson and Rinko.
Also, so is Samson taking strike for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. He is
regardless
good.
of the two.
Yeah.
At times you will be like,
I
I just
would-
want to see some of the action from the other side.
Or would Samson be doing a Sehwag to Abhishek Sharma? 2003 Centurion India versus Pakistan.
Somewhere I think, Sanju would want to back himself to face the first ball. I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah,
he's going
absolutely.
to take a step back. But if he takes a step back, it shouldn't be surprising because batsmen who get out for 2 consecutive ducks, they do get demoralized. So,
Then but if Sanju Samson does take the strike, then would there be a blame on Abhishek Sharma? That why didn't he take the
Oh, no.
strike?
Priyanshu saying एक बार chase भी करते, but then why do you want to go against the template which
No,
has
I
worked
agree
well
with
for
this.
you?
I think you probably would have fancied your chances in the chasing also because you are a good chasing team. So why not?
Look at what happened in the 2024 T20 World Cup. You won chasing versus the USA. You won defending against Pakistan. Against the big teams, you defended and you won.
Yeah,
You
you defended
defended against
against
Australia. You
England
defended
also.
against England.
Yeah.
You defended against South Africa.
In the final as well.
Yeah. So why not continue the trend that is working for you? I mean, if it comes to that, then fine. I mean, next year they can try chasing. Only if you win the toss, we chase. But in India, maybe that is the way to go forward. In India, Sri Lanka, bat second. But again, here the pitches change. That's why they will not want to chase. So, freaking awesome. Another high scoring venue before the series. India scored 200 plus only in Johannesburg. But now Durban and Centurion as well. This is where Sky scored a stun.
Yes.
India have the best record here. Yeah. 4. I think they have won 4 out of 5 T20I.
Lost, I think, one only.
One. I think that
Yeah.
was also a rain curtailed game. I think Callis.
The 2011 one of T20I,
one of
Robin
T20I.
Uthappa and Gautam Gambhir
Correct,
opening. Yeah,
correct.
I think that was a friendly. No, that was
it was for the Jacques Callis invitation or something.
Yeah.
I think it was invitational. It was
Yeah.
Suddenly a T20 out of the blue. Suddenly, one off. Going to Johannesburg and then coming back. Wow. So that was so predictions, guys. What do you think will be India's score? Because they're batting first and winning. I think India are winning it.
225 for 5.
225 for 5. Okay.
I am going to go with 195.
185.
195.
195.
Okay.
I am going with 210.
Okay.
210. And who's going to be your top scorer?
Again, Tilak Verma.
Surya.
168.
160.
I'll say Samson.
And Shivam, your top scorer?
Surya. Okay, so you're saying Sanju will be the top scorer. Well, I've said that he might hit a 50 today because 100, 100, 0, 0, next is a 50.
Okay.
So, okay, Sanju will hit a 50 today, but will that stop the detractors? I don't think so.
So that's completely out of time right now,
Yeah.
but I will take your comment maybe at a later point. Right now, action's about to begin because as is my propensity at times to talk on and on about Manchester United and bore
yes.
these guys as always. So at a later point maybe.
Yeah, but do join us for more videos and IPL. As we know, the IPL list has been announced of the auction, so we'll be bringing you that video very shortly, and plus
And also mid innings.
mid innings, match end, we'll all be there. So bye bye, see you soon, bye bye.